Once you have been given access to Valhalla, you will need to go ahead and open a chart on TradingView. Head over to the Indicators menu. You will find Valhalla under the Invite Only Scripts tab. Select Valhalla to add it to your chart. Now open your chart settings, select the Status Line tab, and make sure the indicator values are turned off. Optionally, if you also wish to use the default Valhalla candle colors, you can change them in your settings as follows. And that's it. Once you have added Valhalla to your chart, you can finally start unleashing its power. You can also add our custom watch list in your TradingView account so you can use the exact pairs for all of the current Valhalla strategies. Simply click the link below this video and select Make a Copy. This will add all of the symbols organized by categories for you. Now, as you may already know, one of the things that make Valhalla different from all of the other indicators is that it gives you ready-made, high-performing strategies for specific coins, stocks, and more. This means that you will not have to worry at all about tweaking a bunch of settings that you have no idea about while you try to find something that works for you. By default, you will see that the Bitcoin 5-minute time frame strategy is selected. So let's make sure that we go ahead and open up the Bitcoin USDT Binance chart and choose the 5-minute time frame as the strategy specifies. Okay, now what do we see? There is currently an ongoing long trade on this Bitcoin strategy. This blue line marks the entry price of every trade. The green lines mark the 3 different take profit levels from each strategy. Keep in mind that the take profit levels could be different for every strategy as they are optimized for each different pair. Finally, we have one of the things that makes Valhalla unique, the next entry label. It will show you the entry price for the next trade so you can prepare for it ahead of time. This will also serve as a stop loss for the current open trade, marked by a red line, which as Valhalla continues to analyze the price and market conditions, it will keep adjusting it dynamically. We can see how it tightened up during these other trades, helping you actively get the most out of every trade while reducing the losses. Longs and shorts are by default followed one after the other, and they have a different background color, light blue for longs and dark for shorts. You will be able to change the theme if you wish on the settings. Now let's go ahead and go through every feature from the settings menu. Click on the settings icon right next to the indicator name to bring it up. At the top, you will be able to choose from all of the current ready-made optimized strategies tailored for specific pairs and timeframes. Next, we have the toggle to use only the opposite signal as stop loss, which is dynamic as you saw previously. If you turn this off, Valhalla will also consider the fixed stop loss value that you set right here, but we highly recommend to leave this setting turned on so you can let Valhalla analyze the price and adjust it dynamically. Although if you wish to experiment with a fixed specific stop loss value, always make sure to backtest it using the statistics panel. You can also hide the red stop loss line. Next, we have the close position on drop-down. By default, a position could be closed only by the fixed stop loss value that you set above if you activate it, or by the opposite signal. But you can also select the second option to close the position when the trades reach the take profit level 3. This can result in a higher volume of trades and could increase or decrease the overall performance of the strategy. If you decide to use this feature, we suggest that you first take a look on the statistics panel to evaluate the difference, as this performance isn't actively monitored by us. Next, we have the pullback filter. This feature is only available on the lifetime versions since it's best intended to be used when automating your trades. It will help detect possible pullbacks and help filter them out. You can play around with the strength of the filter. The higher the level, the more it will filter. As always, make sure to check the performance in the statistics panel. Moving on to the visual settings. We have the panel selection. By default, the helper panel will be displayed. You can switch to the statistics panel or simply turn them off. And you can also change their size. Next, we have the theme, the default blue theme for the trade background colors, and another classic version. If you wish, you can personalize them even further in the style section. Moving on to the general settings, you can toggle the peak labels and change their size. These green labels will display the highest point reached in a long trade, or the lowest point reached in a short trade. Next, you can turn on the entry and take profit labels. The max past trades setting will let you change the total amount of trades on the statistics panel. We will talk more about it in a bit. Next, we have the custom take profit levels. By turning this on, you will override the take profit values from the strategy with the ones you set up here. And finally, we have the main alert settings. Here you can turn on or off the 3 different types of alerts that we have. Keep in mind that we also have this alerts configured for you already in our Discord channels, where you will be able to receive the alerts for all of the Valhalla strategies. All of this alerts will trigger when you configure an alert using the any alert function call. You can toggle any specific one that you wish, but we recommend to keep them turned on. The first ones are the default alerts that will trigger once a new trade begins. It will show you the entry price and more useful information in it. Next, we have the next entry or stop loss update alerts. These will trigger when Valhalla adjusts the entry price for the next trade, which also serves as the dynamic stop loss for the current trade. And finally, we have the get ready alerts, which can trigger as soon as price reaches the threshold that you set in here. By default is 1%. Now let's talk about the helper panel. At the top, you can see the current strategy that you have selected, and below you will see the current performance grade of it. It's very important that you are always on the specific pair and time frame that the strategy specifies so you can see accurate data. The performance grade includes 3 different values: risky, solid, and strong. It is based on the performance of the take profit level 3 from all past trades. We recommend only to follow strategies that currently have a performance grade of solid or strong. You can read more about the formula of how this is calculated in our documentation below this video. Now, on the left side, you will see the trade details of the current position, its direction, the entry price, the take profit levels, and the stop loss. On the right side, you will see the same details, but for the next upcoming position. As mentioned before, this values could change as Valhalla keeps analyzing the price movements, so keep an eye on them. Remember that you also can be alerted of these changes when you set up the alerts. And finally, we have the statistics panel. In here, you will be able to see the accurate backtest data from the past trades and performance of the selected strategy. We have 3 different columns. Each one shows the data from each different take profit level, as if you were to exit the entire position on it. We designed 3 distinct take profit levels, each tailored to a specific trader profile. You'll find a detailed breakdown below this video, but here's a quick rundown. Take profit level 1, tailored for traders who prefer frequent wins and a high accuracy rate. The risk/reward is lower, but the hit rate is higher, which makes it feel more rewarding in the short term. Take profit level 2, built for balance. This level aims for a sweet spot between accuracy and reward, making it the most robust profile for most traders who want consistency and smoother execution. And finally, take profit level 3. Designed for traders seeking bigger moves with a stronger risk-reward ratio. Accuracy is lower, but expectancy is usually higher. Best suited for disciplined or automated traders who can handle drawdowns. This way, no matter your trading psychology or risk tolerance, there's a take profit profile that fits your style. The metrics that we track are the average risk-reward ratio from the past, realized trades. Since the stop loss is dynamic, this ratio isn't fixed, but gives you an overview from the past performance of each level. Next, we have the accuracy section. At the top, you will see how many trades reached that take profit level out of the total amount of trades that your TradingView account allows you to see. For example, for premium accounts, you are able to load the data from up to 20,000 candles, which is around 2 months of data on the 5-minute time frame. Next, we have the accuracy of that represented as a percentage. And below it, we have the break-even accuracy. This helps you visualize the break-even accuracy based on the risk-reward ratio from each take profit level. So as long as the accuracy is above this value, that level will be in profit. Next, we have the performance section. In here, you will see the gross profit, gross loss, and the net profit. And finally, the profitability section. The profit factor will be displayed in here along with the expectancy or average net profit per trade from each take profit level. And that about sums it up. We have covered every main section of Valhalla. We really hope that by now you have a better understanding of how it all works out. You are now ready to explore it by yourself. Go ahead and open up different charts, try different strategies, check how statistics change. And if any questions arise, feel free to reach out. We will be here to help. You are a closer step now to finally start preparing your first trade. But we will leave that for another video for now. That's it. See you on the next one.